Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hello. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Oritoke and you can always call me Toke for short. And on this channel, I talk about self-development, building yourself. I'm going to be talking about setting boundaries. I'm sure you can see it by the title. That's today's topic. I want to start by saying people may not be able to actually understand you. People may not be able to relate with you when it comes to your challenges, or when you begin to set some kind of standard, your reality as a person, what you're going through, and the kind of life you create for yourself. Because when you talk about setting boundaries, not everyone will be able to understand the kind of goals you have for yourself. I think it's really important that you understand that first. Yes, people can sympathize with you, people can try to understand you, but nobody can actually understand details like what you're actually trying to do for yourself. In most cases, you may have to do you, and with time, people are going to adjust. With time, people would come to understand that, okay, maybe this is how this person is, so I think I should let this person be. And those that really love you for who you are going to accept you. I'm saying this because in all aspects of life, dealing with problems with people, or having to make really vital, important decisions in your life as a person, there will always be a situation where you have to really sit down and ask yourself questions like, is this what I want for myself? And I feel like I'm talking in parables now, so let's just hit the nail on the head. You need to have limits when it comes to making decisions with people, giving as a person, you keep pouring out to people. You can try to be nice. There has to be limits. Allowing people, to do things that you do not want. You're trying to be understanding. Maybe, for example, you are in a place where someone keeps disrespecting you, and you have to keep allowing it to happen. You shouldn't even let it get to a state where it's no longer bearable. You need to have limits. It's because a lot of people are, allow me to call it fake, because you're either fake or you're either authentic. It has to be one of the two. You cannot be on both sides. And if you're not authentic, you're not yourself, to be able to know that this is not what I want for myself, you have to keep doing and allowing things that you do not want for yourself in your life. And this is why I keep saying you need to have limits. And people who do not have limits, these kinds of people are people pleasers. And you may be a people pleaser and you may not even know. Yes, you don't want this. Okay, I understand. Fine, I respect your decision. If you don't have limits and you keep allowing, I keep saying disrespect because it can be applied to different areas of your life. It could be you trying to stop a particular habit. You're finding it hard to be disciplined in certain things, and maybe you procrastinate. If you don't have boundaries for even yourself as a person, it could really show your kind of personality. It could show that maybe you don't take things seriously. You don't take even yourself seriously, which you should if you really want to do well for yourself. I have seen people who, they would say they want to do something, they still don't get anything done, and they keep giving excuses, whiling away time, and not really focusing on what they should be doing. If you don't have limits when it comes to your relationship with people in life, people are going to disrespect you. They will keep coming back. They will keep doing it to you. And you will get so used to it that when you begin to really set the boundaries and cut certain habits off, when people treat you a certain way, it's going to seem really weird. You really, really need to sit down, draw out your board and ask yourself, what are the things that I allow people do to me that I know within myself that, okay, I don't really think this is fair. It's not fair on me. A certain way I'm being treated by this person, and am I really allowing all sorts of things in my life? Even me personally, if you've been following me on this channel, you would know I use myself a lot. I had a scenario where it wasn't just one person. I was in a circle of friends where I would borrow this person money. I keep lending out money to people, and in most cases, they don't always return my money. And then I had to now come to a conclusion that, okay, something that I know that, okay, I can give away, I'd rather lend it out, and if you're not able to return it, it's fine. I have seen situations where people keep allowing something that hurts them. You keep allowing something that it's not good for you. It's getting to you and it's affecting you. I think you need to sit down and really think about it. I'm not going to dwell on that. Just know that if you don't have limits, it shows that you're not disciplined as a person. That's all I'm going to say about that. You need to cut ties with the person. Cut ties with the person. If you need to address it, address it. In this case, you have to really speak up. You need to learn to communicate. No is a whole sentence. If someone comes to you and, the nice person that you are, the entitled friends, I know I've spoken about it on this channel before. People that feel like they're entitled to whatever you have because you guys are close, or you care for each other. It could be in any situation. It could be a family member, it could be a close friend, and it could be an acquaintance. You need to learn to speak up. If you cannot even defend yourself, then there is a problem. You're going to have a hard time setting boundaries. When you eventually speak up, it will seem like, you've been allowing this, why are you now speaking up now? Although it doesn't matter, it's still your choice. You need to learn to communicate with friends, with your spouse, with whoever it is, in any relationship, any kind of relationship, to be able to set boundaries. You're setting boundaries and you're keeping malice, that does not correlate, it doesn't go together. Why can't you address the situation heads on, just confront the person and tell the person, okay, you know what, I respect you, whatever you did the last time, I do not like it, and set boundaries like that. Reports to people, and you cannot go and talk to the person directly. It's really weird. If you are someone that does not like to confront people, you may actually find it hard to do this, because you can't even set boundaries if you don't speak up. Nobody will take you seriously. All this boils down to really low self-esteem. If you have a low self-esteem, you're going to struggle with this one. You really need to work on your self-esteem. You have to be consistent. If you're going to draw boundaries, you need to be consistent about it. Yes, and you need to let it be known. You cannot say, okay, you stand for certain things today and then tomorrow same thing is happening, and then you're like, okay, let me just chill a bit. If you're not consistent, it's gonna cause a pushback. You need to stand for something and know yourself, know what you stand for, because you can easily get carried away. For you to set boundaries, you need to have something you stand for, and if you're not consistent with it, you're going to struggle with setting boundaries. You cannot just talk about what you stand for and not talk about this aspect also. You need to prioritize yourself. Self-care. It's a general knowledge. It is 2024, and I'm sure a lot of people have heard about, even if you don't know what it means, almost everyone at least has heard about self-care. And self-care is so important that it takes like I always say, deliberate act. You need to be really deliberate about it. If you do not prioritize yourself, you do not prioritize your own wants, your need, and it may sound like you're selfish, but then you need to really prioritize yourself for you to understand that, okay, I have boundaries. Something as little as friendship, and the person is not really respecting my standards, my boundaries, in quotes. I think I need to cut that person off. And for me, it's a big deal. Yeah, I know my friends are always like, oh my god, girl, you're so dramatic, but I love that for you. You need to really prioritize your self-care. If you really don't love yourself so much to understand that, okay, these are the things that I want, these are the things that work for me, how would you even understand that this person is really crossing boundaries and I need to take my stand? Self-care could mean hanging out with friends, or just taking yourself out on a solo date and just taking care of yourself mentally. As a guy, as a man, even as a family man, you would need time to yourself. And I know I'm entering something else now, which it's a bit I'm shying away from the topic, but I cannot stress this enough. You really need to prioritize your self-care, yourself as a person, your state of mind, to be able to set boundaries, because you'll be shocked. You wouldn't even know when someone is crossing boundaries, people are really disrespecting you, and it can come in any form. The fact that you have to grow a tough skin, yes. There is no way you would set boundaries that you will not have to encounter people who would be like, why are you so dramatic? Like I said earlier. So you have people who tell you, oh my god, you're doing too much, you're overdoing things. People don't know that it's a struggle actually. in daily life. Even with situations where, you know, someone that I really like, I care for, maybe as a friend, is thoughtful towards me, or maybe the person is doing something that I do not like. It's even harder to speak up. You may find it hard because there's going to be a pushback, and you know, not everybody would understand. You have boundaries for yourself. You're not here to exist because of anyone, so the world will adjust, and that's just it. You guys know that one hill I'm willing to die on is the friendship, you know, topic, and the people you engage with and you're always spending time with. Not everybody may understand, like I've been saying, but then if you're with people that, you know, they really like you for who you are, when you set certain boundaries, I mean, it shouldn't be complicated. I had to make this video in case, okay, you're someone who is still struggling with setting boundaries and you don't know how to go about it. I hope this video has been like helpful to you, and you can let me know in the comment section if you want me to adjust anything. Thank you so much for liking, for sharing, for subscribing. Please, if you haven't, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye.